Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Jets. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, son. Check, 59, 59. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Watch the safety creep. Go, lady.
A first down throw, Darnold. And it got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Check four, check four.
It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, lady. Let's bring it.
Darnold on first down. This one caught by Crowder. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Go. Hey, lady. Lady. 59.
Here's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
Mike is 59. Mike's the 59. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st down, 49ers.
Here we go. 180. 3 bucks. Strong right. I got 12.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
21. Mike's 59. I'm coming.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey, check 24. 11. 12, fellas. Here we go. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And some room to work. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that second level and third, and that's what they were able to exploit.
Now Bell. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Touchdown, defense.
Here's Darnold. This one complete to Coleman. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, he shifts past him. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And less than a yard.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
To throw is Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
To Dante Pettis.
7-7, our score after 1.
7-7.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
11. Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. Kill. 21. Here we go. Topper. Tighten up. 21.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
13. 64. Weak.
On first down, here's Breida. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
General West.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, trying to run inside, but nothing there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Like 20.
Alert 3. Alert 3.
On 3rd and short to give it a tight end. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
A 50-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Bring it.
Back to throw, Darnold. Airing it out for Olsen. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I got you, son.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go, here we go. 380.
Come, baby. Woo!
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
57.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Garoppolo. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go. 180. And watch your leg.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Shaquille Barrett in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Come on,
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Mike 54.
Hey, exit.
Let's see what you got.
Hey, watch that. Watch that.
Darnold from the gun. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And into the end zone, a pick six from a 49er D as they score the touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a two-syllable word. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw is Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Darnold, he finds his target. It's Crowder. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now on 2nd and 13, Darnold. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Watch the run. Watch the
run. Hey, orbit.
Baby, that's a baby shot.
Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Check, 59. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here we go. Rap. Mike, check. 59. They gonna need some therapy after this.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here we go. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Check 24.
White.
third and long. It's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. To try again after the sack. Darnold airing one out for Crowder. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. But now it's third down.
Third down and 1.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, high 7.
Mike, check, 59. Get your swerve on. Mike's 59. Ricky.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here comes Pettis on the return. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down, Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here we go.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10.
12, fellas, here we go. Don't be scared of it.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Get.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
17 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10.
55.
Jim.
They run with Breida. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 46-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here we go again. Check, check, check.
11.
Check, check.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
'57's Mike. Mike 57. Here we go, G.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This will be taken at the 10. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Mike, lady. It's a party now. Whoa. Man, 80. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch it.
Darnold down to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. It's caught, Humphries. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now a play fake here on first down. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Shit.
Here's Breida, and an alley to run. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check 59, Mike is 59, Mike to 59.
Now Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Check 24. Check. 21. 13.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go.
Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
3 down. Mike, check. 59. Watch the screen. Pass.
To throw is Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on first down, Garoppolo. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Man, 80. Check 31. Check 31.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. He gets it to Humphries. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And the Jets, 1st down.
Mike 54.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Switch up, switch up.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
I got him. The lady.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Man, 80. Hey, watch that. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check that. Mike, 54's Mike. Check that.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He's going to loft one, deep left. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover,